From a genius former phony psychic turned CBI consultant with his heart set on revenge, to a guy with an eidetic memory that pretends to be a psychic to help the police and stay out of trouble. The trope of psychics utilizing their so-called powers to solve gruesome crimes has been a beloved television genre for years. People seem to love the witty, charming psychic and the stoic, serious detective duo that so many of these shows contain. But that's just fiction. How much truth is there actually to the myth of the psychic detective? Do they actually help solve crimes, or do they just hinder progress with coincidental, misleading guesses? First, let's define what a psychic is. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, a psychic is a person apparently sensitive to non-physical forces. Though a large number of people do believe in such powers, psychics and psychic phenomena are considered pseudoscience, since there is no real scientific evidence that they exist. Law enforcement agencies have utilized psychics in the past, but it's not exactly what you see on TV. Detectives don't just parade around a psychic waiting for them to suddenly have a revelation about where the body is or whose fingerprints were on the murder weapon. Information gathered from a psychic alone is not enough to get a search warrant or make an arrest. So if a police department is going to use a psychic, they must be able to back up their claims with actual evidence that a court would accept. Psychics are often only used in two cases: when the police have exhausted all other leads, or the more common second case, the family and friends of the victim push the police to employ a psychic because they want the case solved by any means necessary. If the police are willing to use psychics, they must be accurate, right? Well, not necessarily. In 1960, a Dutch police officer named Philippus Brink studied psychics for an entire year, but was still unable to find any substantial evidence that they were useful in criminal investigations. In one study that evaluated psychics on accuracy, 12 psychics were presented evidence from 2 solved cases and 2 unsolved cases. When asked about what they perceived, none of the information they were able to provide was useful in an investigation. Additionally, each psychic said something different about the evidence, which proves that psychic detection is unreliable to say the least. In another study, 3 psychics and 3 non-psychic students were given evidence from 3 solved crimes. The results showed that the psychics were no more accurate than the students in their predictions. Even the CIA experimented with psychics, something that was revealed in now declassified files. Since 1972, the CIA has been conducting experiments and researching the value of psychics for the CIA's mission of protecting national security. In a process called remote viewing, psychics are allegedly able to gather intelligence about places and events unknown to them. But by 1995, the CIA reported that they could not find evidence that remote viewing worked, so they shut down the program and subsequently declassified the files. So, do psychics have a place in law enforcement? According to the studies, no, at least not in any significant way. Yet police departments continue to use them. Maybe although psychic detective shows aren't completely accurate, psychics in real life definitely don't identify a murderer 2 seconds after entering a crime scene. But the truth is, law enforcement agencies do use them, and they'll probably continue to use them for a while.